Ladies and gentlemen, it's the summer, which means there's a lot of road trips in your future and there's a lot of camping in your future. But the one thing I think everyone should have when they're traveling is what I have behind here. It's a fridge for your Model Y. Now you can have two different types of fridge. There's a big fridge you can have underneath here, or you can have a sneaky one like this one that doesn't take up that much room and have it on the side here. So this fridge right here is by Tamai. See that logo there? And I'm here to install it, test it out, and see how well it actually works. Let's open this up and let's see what they include. Yeah, using your key is probably not the best technique for opening this. Keys in general work really well as a multi-purpose tool. Hopefully it doesn't damage your key.
When you don't get inside your house.
Yeah, like we'll find out today when we get back. Boom. I think I'll spend more time opening the box than actually installing this thing, because that's how easy it is to install, by the way. Here we go. It literally gives you a step-by-step instruction, but obviously you may not need this because I'm your guide today. Who would want this when you can have this, right?
Literally everyone.
Let's see what we have. So we have two giant styrofoam. The box, it may make it seem like it's actually that big, but it's not. If the pieces are smaller, the styrofoam is actually protects it. There's actually two pieces, if you come over here, that are packaged, right? So you have, this is the actual fridge compressor. Ooh, it's got more, it's heavier than it looks. And look at this, this is actually their brand new version. This is their V3 version that they've just introduced as their latest technology. And they've also have sent a very cool, well, as cool as it can get, a drain basket. And in case you're wondering, how does it get its power? It gets it from the 12 volt, which is in the back, which I'll show you in a second. The installation part's actually not that difficult, but I'll be going over all the features because this is their latest model. And it looks pretty cool because you can cool a lot of your snacks that comes in very handy. Oh, that's very nice. They've included a little tray as well. So you, the items you basically want the coolest should be on the top, and the items that I want not as cool at the bottom, but at the end of the day, they'll both be cool based on the temperature you select. So I'll show you where to add this as well. And that's very nice. They've also included, I think this is a cloth or like a microfiber, and it has their branding as well. This is actually very nice of them. They've actually included that as a bonus. And okay, and then we also have, I believe these are instructions and accessories. So apparently more instructions on top of that. So you get a big book. Okay, there's a big book explaining this fridge. Okay, and then you also get this decorative piece that you can add, which I'll show you where to put, as well as two, I think they're called screws, but we'll go over that in a second. Okay, so the first step is you want to lay all of your items kind of to the back here, and you just want to, grab them in a sequence set, I tell you, right? So in the first step, you want to raise this part. Oh, let me throw this away. Don't worry, I'm not littering. I'll pick all this up. So lift this. And once you lift this, the first step is adding the drain basket. I don't know why they ask you to lift this. I'm pretty sure you can go like this, no? Boom, that's the drain basket. And then you take the compressor piece, remove this cover over here. So you may be wondering, hey, where's the 12 volt? There it is, right? So you can plug this into the 12 volt back here. If you get a nice shot back here, you can plug it in and this will give it its power. And that's it. Luckily, it's not coming in a bajillion pieces, so that way the installation part's pretty easy. So you'll see there's a little slot here where you can insert it, plugging it in first, right? So they made it pretty short. They said they didn't want all the wire to stick out and make it unattractive. So they've added this short one that fits perfectly in the 12 volt there. It does require a little pressure. There you go. You should hear that beep. And then, oh, look at that. Look how nifty. Oh, that looks very nice. And look on the side here, I just want to show you, there is Velcro. So it actually further secures it in that spot. So it doesn't like shake around, move around as necessarily.
To make it easier to align the lower and upper parts, make sure the fridge door is open and it should slide in like this.
So stuffing it in here. There we go.
Looks like a fan.
Yeah. Well, I guess would be like a fan to like do a compressor things, keep the stuff cool. So actually, that's one thing that I'm glad you brought that up, wife. One thing you want to do is never block this because it actually circulates the air through these vents. So don't block this. Don't have like an item here when you're operating the fridge. Of course, if you have it off, not a problem, but if you have it on your cooling items, make sure this vent is not blocked.
Lock in these two pins, rotate it 90 degrees, lower it down, and then the decorative piece I was previously mentioning, you slap it on to cover these two to make it look a lot prettier.
And there it is. It's that simple to get the installation done. It took me less than 10 minutes. It'll probably take you less than 5 minutes. Who knows? It's pretty easy. But to turn it on, it's a matter of just clicking this button And when you do, you have the option to go as low as 21 degrees Fahrenheit, right? Right now it's defaulting to Celsius. I can go way down here. Look at this, to -6 degrees Celsius. That's the same as 21 degrees Fahrenheit for the Americans watching, but for everyone else, that is -6 degrees Celsius. And what that means is you can really get extra cool drinks, or cool up your drinks pretty fast. And another thing I want to point out is the 15-liter capacity, right? So what that means is you can add a ton of drinks. So that goes all the way down to my elbow. You can hear the sound. If you hear it carefully, look, you can hear it turn on. You hear that? It's already working. They do recommend 2 hours for it to kind of set in place before using it, but we're just doing this for demonstration purposes. So I just want to show you, 15 liters is quite a bit, right? So we got some ginger ales here. Look how many drinks I can add to the bottom. Got some Cokes. This is actually a debate that we have amongst friends. What's better, Coke Zero or Pepsi Max? I go for Coke Zero. And guess what? 0 calories, so you can have it guilt-free.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored. I'm too much of a nobody to Coke to get sponsored by them.
And a bonus feature on our show here. Now, once I zoom in and get closer, you will see a built-in LED light. And now that's pretty handy because you want to be able to see what snacks you have left, because in the rear Model Y, there's not much light.
Tray. It's really good for, I guess, things not rolling around and things like that, but they have said that things do cool down faster if you do add them to the tray. So we added some mandarins over here to the top here, and that's it. You can add even more. I can add even more, by the way. I'm just showing this for demonstration purposes. You can see all the space that there still exists. I can add a ton of more drinks. So, well, my wife and I bet my wife's pretty excited about all the road trips we're about to do, right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely, there we go. And when we do, we're definitely gonna be using this fridge and have a grand time because we like our cold drinks. And no more than just cold drinks, you can put any kind of snacks, so that's great. Now, one thing I wanna point out is you can get this big fridge in the sub trunk, but the only downfall of that is it takes up a lot of room and it eliminates your sub trunk. This over here gives you the option of not taking up too much room. It fits perfectly in the Model Y, and you still get your sub trunk available for storage and things like that. Don't mind the mess in there. Now, the most common question I've gotten about fridges in general with the Model Y or Teslas is, how much battery does it drain? Well, guess what? This fridge drains only 0.5 kilowatts per hour per day, which is absolutely negligible. So if you don't have to worry about any vampire drain or anything like that, or leave it on in your road trips and still get that cool drink factor.
This fridge also comes with 2 modes. First is Eco mode. Tap the screen once until it starts blinking and hold down for 3 seconds to enable it. And the other is Rapid Freezing mode, or low mode. Simply keep turning the dial left until it gets below -6 degrees Celsius or 21 degrees Fahrenheit.
So I'll get my wife's opinion. What do you think of the fridge? Do you think we'll be using it?
Absolutely. I think it has such a sleek design. It's very compact, so it can fit a lot of items without looking too bulky. And I think number one thing in the summer is making sure your drinks stay cold, and any grocery items that you're shopping around, still driving in the city, can remain in their own original state. So I think this is a great item for that. I would definitely use it.
So there you have it. If you're interested in getting one for yourself, check the link in the description. If you do get it, let me know how you like it.